Pharmaniaga saw its second quarter FY 2023 earnings more than double as it booked higher sales in both the non-concession segment and its operations in Indonesia during the quarter. Net profit jumped 171.6% to 1.96 million ringgit, while revenue increased by 11.5% to 848.7 million ringgit. On a quarter-on-quarter basis, however, its net profit fell 25.9% from 2.65 million in the first quarter of FY 2023, amid lower contributions from its concession business with MOH. Revenue slipped 3.6% quarter-on-quarter from 880.45 million ringgit. As for the first half, Pharmaniaga's net profit plummeted by 83.8% to 4.61 million ringgit, no thanks to higher operating expenditure coupled with higher amortization and finance costs. Revenue inched up by 0.34% to 1.73 billion ringgit, contributed by its non-concession business. In its filing with the local bourse, the PN17 company acknowledged the bumpy and challenging quarters ahead. It aims to submit its regularization plan to Bursa Malaysia by the third quarter of this year and expects to exit its status as a financially distressed firm by the first quarter of next year. Glove maker Top Glove Corp saw its shares slump today after Morgan Stanley Capital International, or MSCI, said it has decided to drop the stock as a constituent for the MSCI Global Standard Indexes following a quarterly review. The counter fell to as low as 82.5 sen in intraday trade before ending the day at 84 sen, down 2.9% for a market capitalization of 6.89 billion ringgit. MSCI announced the adjustment in a release yesterday and said the change will take place as of the end of trading on August 31st. The global stock index provider did not add any other Malaysian stock to the list, leaving 32 remaining local stocks including Public Bank, Celcom Digi and Telekom Malaysia. MSCI conducts its index reviews every 4 months in February, May, August and November each year. It is a provider of critical decision support tools and services for the global investment community, and stocks featured in its indexes can typically expect increased investor attention. Stocks related to gaming and breweries were among the top gainers on Bursa Malaysia ahead of the state polls. At the close, casino and resort operator Genting Malaysia was up 0.8% to 2 ringgit 63, while its parent Genting gained 1.9% to 4 ringgit 41. Investors also flocked to number forecast operators, with Magnum increasing 5.4% to 1 ringgit 17 sen and Sports Toto ending the day 4.8% higher at 1 ringgit 53. Carlsberg Brewery Malaysia saw its shares climb 0.9% to 20 ringgit 58, while Heineken Malaysia rose 0.8% to 26 ringgit 16 sen. The FBM KLCI was down by 1.77 points or 0.1% to 1,457.16 amid investor wariness of the potential impact of the poll's outcome. Overall, market sentiment was mixed, with 502 gainers and 382 losers, while 429 counters remained unchanged. Turnover stood at 2.94 billion shares, valued at 1.86 billion ringgit. Media Chinese International, or MCIL, said losses attributable to owners of the company may widen to between $2 million, about 9.17 million ringgit, and $3 million, approximately 13.76 million ringgit for the first quarter of FY 2024, from $300,000 a year earlier. This is mainly due to the absence of one-off government grants and subsidies of $1.4 million recognized in the first quarter of FY 2023, and lower turnover from the publishing and printing segment. The group said in a filing with Bursa Malaysia today that it is issuing the profit warning to its shareholders and potential investors based on a preliminary assessment of its unaudited consolidated management accounts and information currently available to the board. It said its unaudited consolidated financial results for the 3 months ended June 30th will be published later this month. MCIL shares closed unchanged at 15.5 sen for a market value of 261.5 million ringgit. The Shah Alam High Court has allowed an application application by the EPF to enter a summary judgment against 4 directors of Serba Dinamik for unpaid contributions of 3.28 million ringgit from September 2021 to July 2022. Judicial Commissioner Rosie Bainon said that the pension fund had met the threshold requirement to enter a final judgment. The EPF had applied for a summary judgment, a ruling made without a full trial, to be entered against the 4 directors, claiming that they had no defence and there are no issues to be tried. The judge found that the 4 directors are liable and responsible to pay the EPF contributions, according to the EPF Act. She did, however, disagree with the EPF's contention that Serba Dinamik and the directors had acted in bad faith. This is because the company had been placed under the control of an interim liquidator, which means the 4 technically have no power over the company, including the payments of EPF contributions for its employees.